Hi, guys. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. I wanted to come and talk to you guys today about the habits of writers. A lot of times I'm talking to women and they're saying, well, I'm not a writer and my life doesn't reflect that I want to be a writer. And how can you change that? And the first way to change that, obviously, is mindset. And I've done tons of videos on mindset. But the second thing you need to do is you need to reflect on your day to day habits and what your day to day habits are saying about your life. If you want to change your life, you have to change something that you do daily. And so let's talk about the top 5 habits of writers. The first habit of writers is that they read regularly. You are not going to be able to be a good writer unless you are constantly filling your brain with positive reading materials. Material that is focused on your writing topic, material that's going to help you expand your writing topic, material that's going to speak to your ideal reader. So take a minute and just really think about, what is it that you're reading? Are you reading things that are aligning with what you want to write? If not, to get started on that immediately. The second thing is, writers surround themselves with people that encourage them. It's real easy to get stuck with, our friends and our sister and our mom and our whoever else that we're used to and we're comfortable with, right? But if those people are not constantly pushing you towards your ultimate goal of being a writer, then you need to reflect on if those people should be in your life. And so good writers create a habit of finding people that are going to push them closer to their goals. So maybe it's finding a mentor that writes a lot. Maybe it's connecting with a group of writers. Maybe it's being in an accountability group or finding an accountability partner. But they are constantly surrounding themselves with people that are going to push them closer to their goals. The third thing that writers constantly do every single day is they take action, right? I read a quote that said, writing will come just like when the water runs, right? When you turn the faucet on, the water runs. Same thing with writing. It just doesn't land in your mind. Turn the faucet on, get your brain stirring, get your brain going, and see what you can accomplish and see what comes of that. And then that's when the creativity flows. That's when the writing flows. A lot of people are just waiting to write. You're not going to be a writer by waiting. By waiting, you become a waiter, not a writer. And so I challenge you to just get started. Writers are action takers. They are not people that are just waiting for things to happen. They're not just dreaming about their goals. They are constantly taking action towards their goals regularly so that they can become better writers and to make writing more of a priority in their life. And then that leads to number 4. Number 4 is they make their schedule a priority. Obviously, life can always get the best of us, right? You can get stuck in rush hour coming home from work. You can get stuck with a project and you're at work a little bit longer. You could be tempted to be pulled into watching your favorite TV show. But if you want to be a well-written writer and you want to make it actually come to fruition, you have to make your writing schedule a priority. And that needs to be a habit you get into daily. You need to be okay with saying no, because every no you say to somebody else or to something else frees up a yes for you and allows you to make your writing schedule a priority, which is ultimately what you want to do. Then the final step, or the final habit that writers take every single day, is that they plan for tomorrow today. I wrote a fabulous book on this. It's called The Devoted Dreamers, and I can share the link in the comments, where I talk about how to end your day with a strategy that puts you in a position to succeed the next day. A lot of people wake up in the morning and they just kind of let the day happen to them, right? With no plan, no structure, no system in place. And then before you know it, the day gets the best of you and you haven't accomplished anything. And so as a writer, one thing that I have learned is I have created the habit of planning my day in advance, the evening before. And when I do that, that allows me to be strategic about structuring my day so that I can put myself in a position to succeed, and I can make sure that my writing can actually happen. So those are the tips and the strategies that writers implement as far as implementing daily habits in order to be successful. So I want to go back through those so that you really can understand exactly what you need to implement to be more successful in your writing process. The first one is making sure that you're reading content related to what you want to write, and content that is constantly encouraging you and feeding you, right? The second thing is you want to surround yourself with positive people, people that are encouraging you to keep writing, right? The third thing is you want to be an action taker. You don't just want to talk about becoming a writer. You actually want to be a writer. You want to take the action, right? The fourth thing is making your schedule a priority. So making sure that writing is on your schedule in the same way you would schedule a doctor's appointment or a work meeting or your kid's extracurricular activity. You make it a priority. And then finally, writers plan for their tomorrow today. They don't wait until the day gets the best of them, but they are very intentional about setting a system and setting a guideline to follow for the day ahead. So those are the strategies that if you want to become a writer, whether it's a blogger, whether it's an author, whatever it may be, if you want to become a writer and you want to be successful in your writing process, those are the habits that you need to begin to implement immediately to be successful on your journey. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, continue with clarity. Bye.